Let's talk about one of the most popular topics online, making passive income. Online gurus are always talking about the laptop lifestyle. Honestly, they look like they're living the dream and they can do whatever they want and they can live wherever they like. They also don't have to answer to any bosses. And it's all because of this magical thing called passive income. And they'll happily teach you all about it in their online course for only $29.97. Most of them are just trying to sell as many courses as possible so they don't tell you the truth about passive income. So in today's video, that's exactly what I'm going to do. I'll teach you the bad as well as the good, and all the things you should be looking out for, and I'm not going to try and sell you anything at the end. All I ask is for you to hit that subscribe button. There are lots of videos out there that tell you all about the new ways that you can make passive income, but first it's really important that you understand the truth. If you ever want that laptop lifestyle of sitting back on the beach, drinking cocktails, of watching the money just flowing, then this could be the most important video that you watch today. The first truth is passive income is definitely not a get-rich-quick scheme. One of my favorite YouTubers, Mr. Beast, spent years making YouTube videos without anyone actually watching them. He actually almost quit at 1,000 subscribers, but he decided to keep going. And this is important when you're trying to do anything in life now. Whenever I'm thinking about giving up, I like to think to myself that if this was easy, everyone will be doing it, so just knuckle down and work hard at it. Someone that doesn't understand passive income will always say that in the beginning, Mr. Beast was just wasting his time. However, all it took was just one viral video and his YouTube channel exploded and people went back and they watched all his old content. Now he's spending millions of dollars on videos. He's giving away huge amounts of money. He's bought his own private island. How about that? And he wouldn't be where he is today without all the hard work and perseverance. It's like a snowball effect. It keeps growing and growing and growing. Many people go into it with completely the wrong mindset. It's probably a lot to do with the word passive, as it does kind of sound a bit like you haven't got to do any work. Setting up any passive income will require large amounts of time or money investment up front, and this may not pay off for years. Down the line, the magic of passive income is huge delayed compensation. So the real difference between a job and a passive income is that instead of getting paid for your time, you're getting paid for the value that you provide. The internet has made this really all possible, as you're able to help lots and lots of people, all with the same information over and over again. By going into this with a more long-term attitude, you will have a much better chance of success. You'll be doing the proper research. You'll be doing all the planning, learning all the skills that you need. It may look easy and quick from the outside, but behind the scenes is where the real work happens. You don't see all the late-night sacrifices, struggles, criticisms, self-doubts, and the risks that are taken. The second truth is passive income isn't permanent. I see a lot of people, they do all the hard work, and they build up a great passive income source, and then they never spend any time on it ever again. And they wonder why a few years later, down the road is completely dried up. This really isn't a set it and forget it method. If you don't keep feeding the fire with the wood, then eventually it's going to sizzle out and it's going to leave you left out in the cold. YouTube viewers expect new content. Real estate needs maintaining, and the stock market can crash, and online courses, well, they expect support. Once you've set up your passive income, you change from being a builder to a supervisor. Although this involves a lot less work, it still requires some work and also some of your time. So don't believe all the gurus out there that say you'll never have to work again. Nothing is permanent. However, with a few hours of work a week, you're able to maintain it for as long as possible. The third truth is school will never teach you passive income. Now this one might sound a lot like a conspiracy theory, but hear me out. Our entire school system is focused on just one way of making money. The whole point of exams in college is to sort people into jobs. There are 3 different ways to make money. You've got linear income, otherwise known as a normal job. You've got leveraged income, which is when you own the business and people work for you. And finally, there's passive income, where your time or your money works for you without you having to be there all the time. Now things are changing at such a fast pace, and the schools can't keep up with everything. Once those textbooks are printed, that information is just out of date. The government also doesn't want too many people becoming good with their money, as less people will waste their money on unnecessary items, and the whole system could just collapse overnight. A few years back, the UK government actually introduced compulsory financial education. However, to be honest, nothing's really changed. This is because it's taught in such a boring way. This stuff should be exciting. It's the reason why I created the YouTube channel. There are too many people just draining the life out of the subject. The internet has really become the best place to learn about personal finance and passive income. But that also comes with its own risk. Like the gurus I was talking about before, you have to really do your background checks on whoever is providing you with the information. A big thing I would check is how they make their income. Lots of people online actually make passive income by teaching you how to make it. That's a bit like saying to me, I'll teach you how to make $1, just give me $2. The fourth truth is that passive income shouldn't be your only income source. One of the main benefits of passive income is that you can multiply your time and the amount you can earn. But as we talked about this before, it isn't permanent. So if you're entirely dependent on the passive income, you are in a pretty dangerous situation. If you remember a few years back on YouTube, PewDiePie caused what was known now as the adpocalypse, which was when all of the big companies decided to pull all their adverts off YouTube. This was a huge wake-up call for a lot of YouTubers because they relied on the money they received from having adverts on their video almost overnight. Most of that passive income just disappeared, and the YouTubers that were relatively unaffected were the ones that sold merch, did affiliate marketing, and sold digital products. They realized that having multiple streams of income is the only way to protect yourself. You never know when something outside of your control will impact your income. The thing I really like about having more than one income stream is being able to take risks that I wouldn't be prepared to take otherwise. So creating passive income is hard. But if you're willing to put in the work and the dedication, then it can pay you 10x in the future. Make sure if you like the video to smash that like button and finally subscribe to the channel and ring that bell if you want to grow your wealth.